Have you ever found yourself going back to something or someone that you know isn't good for you? Like deep down, you know in your soul that it's wrong, but there you are again, feeling sick, confused, maybe mad at yourself. Trust me, I've been there more times than I can count. And I want to tell you that you're not weak, you're not broken, you're just still healing. So let's talk about why we keep going back to what broke us and how we can finally stop. So many times I would justify things by saying, well, maybe it'll be different this time. Or maybe I was just overreacting. I'd almost gaslight myself before anybody else had the chance to. But here's what I've learned. That pattern isn't about logic. It's about identity. When you've been in survival mode, chaos just feels normal. Dysfunction feels familiar. So when something is predictable, even if it's painful, your nervous system feels safer than the unknown. One of the biggest things about healing that nobody tells you is losing parts of yourself that were attached to broken things. And that's terrifying because sometimes those things gave you a sense of worth. You stayed because it validated the identity that you had, the fixer, the loyal one, the ride or die, the one who always forgives. But what if you're no longer that person? What if you're not meant to carry that anymore? And this one hurt me when I realized it. I thought I was heartbroken over a person or a job or a situation, but I was actually addicted to the pattern. The highs, the validation, the temporary relief of not being alone. I thought I missed them, but really, I missed the version of myself that I thought I was when I was with them, even if that version of me was falling apart. And this doesn't just apply to jobs or people or situations. For me personally, this applies to narcissistic relationships, or even going back to alcohol or substances after trying to get sober. I've done both. And it's not because I didn't want better for myself, but it's because a part of me believed that I didn't deserve better. When somebody manipulates you or a substance numbs you, it starts to feel like a comfort blanket, even if it's the same thing that is setting you on fire. And every time I relapsed, whether it was with a person or alcohol, it was really just me trying to soothe something that I hadn't healed yet. And it wasn't about weakness. It was about pain. But I had to stop waiting for it to stop hurting and start choosing what would actually heal me, even if it felt lonely or scary at first. So you're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because your soul is trying to protect you from what hasn't healed yet. It's like that pattern's a message saying, hey, we still don't feel safe from or without this thing. It's not about willpower, but it's about rebuilding the safety in your body and the trust in your spirit. And you want to know what finally got me to stop going back? When I stopped trying to feel ready to leave. Because I never felt ready. I left while I was still shaking, still missing them, still crying, still confused. But I knew if I waited for clarity, I'd be stuck in the cycle forever. And here's the crazy part. Peace didn't come instantly. The longer that I stayed gone, the more I remembered who I was. And that's when I learned the importance of changing your people, places, and things when you get sober. And that goes for healing from trauma or anything else too. Because you cannot heal in the same environment that broke you, no matter how hard you try. Healing is always going to take time, but it has to be done in the correct way, in the correct environment. So you can't create a new identity from a place that only knows the broken version of you. If you want a different life, a different energy, a different you have to be willing to disappoint that old version of yourself and the people attached to them. And that's how you become free. So if you've been going back to what has broken you, this is your reminder that you don't need to anymore. You don't need to wait for another reason to leave. You are the reason. Your peace is the reason. Your future is the reason. And even if you do go back again, it's okay. I like the saying, once you know better, you do better. Because after that point, it's just a choice. If you know you should be doing better, then you're choosing not to. And that's where you can really start to be self-aware and see the patterns of where you need to make a change to start healing. This journey isn't about perfection. As we know, my motto is practice makes progress. Progress over perfection. But it's about noticing, being more aware, and choosing yourself just a little more each day. You're not crazy. You're not failing. You're just learning how to stop confusing comfort with love. So if this video resonated with you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more. And until next time, remember to stay kind to yourself. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. I'll see you in the next one.